name is Liz. Today I'm going to talk to you about me. Why do you want to hear about me? Because it's pretty interesting. And it's not just going to be about me. It's going to be about what made me me. And that was growing up with a bunch of boys and a man. 2 boys and a man, my father. My mom left when I was very young, and that's for a whole different speech, but growing up with lots of boys around has definitely made me who I am today. So what was it like being raised with a bunch of boys? It was fun. There's lots of wrestling all the time. There would be giant wrestling matches in the living room with my dad, with my brothers, us climbing all over him, using him as a jungle gym. One of the things we used to do is we'd climb into our giant clothing bin for our dirty clothes. It was like a big garbage bin, and we'd put it at the top of the stairs, and we'd get inside of it, and we'd have one of our siblings, one of the brothers, would push me down the stairs in the giant garbage bin, thump, 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 all the way to the bottom of the stairs. So it was also pretty dangerous being raised with boys. We would often be in the backyard jumping off the roof of one of the buildings, whether it was the garage or the shed, whether there was snow on the ground, whether there wasn't, there were trees, ropes, broken arms, broken legs. Not my broken arms and legs, my brother's. I was a little less dangerous than them, but I was still involved in the danger. In the garage, when my dad wasn't home, all kinds of tools that would come out, bikes, things would be taken apart. I was raised as a boy, pretty much. I mean, you can't really expect much different with a single father. He doesn't really know how to raise a girl, so he just raised the girl as he would a boy. So a lot of tomboy stuff. I didn't wear dresses well, and if you could get me into a dress, it was very hard for me to be appropriate in that dress. Sitting properly like a lady just wasn't for me. I wanted to be dirty and in my jeans and running around playing outside. There was a lot of hunting, fishing, trapping with me growing up. My father was an outdoorsman, and most every picture of my childhood involved some sort of dead animal. Whether it was a deer hanging from a rack that somebody had just shot and us posing with it, or if it was a tiny dead frozen mink, me holding it like a little baby doll, but it was a dead animal. A lot of those kinds of pictures in the basement with dead beavers and furs and fish and all kinds of things. So it was a very unconventional upbringing, but it has definitely shaped who I am today. And some of the ways it's done that is I'm a very, very opinionated person. And I think growing up with men in my house made me that way, or gave me the opportunity to be that way, is a better way to put it. I voice my opinion, and I like to tell things how it is. And I think that's being brought up by a strong man. Another way it's encouraged me is I have a very good relationship with my father. We're very close, and my brothers, we still wrestle, so I think that's good. We still have a pretty good, healthy relationship, even though some people think it's kind of weird when my husband thinks it's weird that I still wrestle with my brothers. I don't own a curling iron. I'm a 31-year-old woman, and I don't own a curling iron. And most people don't get that, but my dad didn't know how to use one, so I never learned how to use one. And I think one of the biggest things growing up with men, I still love fishing, as I work in a fishing resort, and I love to go out and get on the water and be around fishing and all the people that fish, catching fish, eating fish. And I hope to be able to pass that on to my children one day too. in closing, it was a very unconventional upbringing. A little girl with a bunch of dudes, but I wouldn't change it for the world, and I think it took a very strong man and my father to raise me. Thank you for listening.